All right, folks. The new plays cards cataloging continues here, and so what are we up to? I realized that my first two videos were it was the Germany Japan deck. I believe that wasn't intended, but that was it. I don't know. There are options for others, and I don't think that one is particularly good. But I think I'll try out the Soviet German one. It's for whatever reason I seem to have just gotten a lot of decent Soviet cards. Maybe that's not true, but we'll see. So there are kind of two themes that run through this. It's deploying tanks with 4 more attack and self damage. The tanks with 4 more attack are the big ones, and the big card that matters, as you can see. So if you're just tuning in, right, I just started playing this game 2-3 weeks ago, something like that, and we tried it out on ladder here, and so we've made it some way. If you have less experience than I do at this, if you play through these, you get you'll get a deck. Where do you get that deck? You get it somewhere in, I know it is in here. It's not the random pack. It's not the wild card. I think it's like lower down. Yeah, here it is. So it's at level 12. And so I've gotten level 12 with everything. And you get access to a few more cards from that. So most of it's been through that. I've been opening some packs. Right now I'm hoarding gold. I think I'm eventually going to move into draft, but this is where we are for right now. So anyways, in this deck, the 12th cards, the reason why you want this card, and we have 3 copies of it, and I'm not spending wild cards for more, is when you deploy a tank with 4 or more attack, you become veteran. It doesn't show it here, but what happens when it becomes veteran, it goes up to a 2/2, and you get to draw 2 cards. So that is really nice. Apparently after I did this, I realized that this is like a common thing. All right, it makes sense. So that's a big part of it. What that pairs pretty nicely with is the Su-76, because it's a 5 attack tank that can come down on turn 3. Yeah, it deals 2 damage to your HQ, but that's the that's the payoff. But that's actually not necessarily a bad thing. Some of the other things that work well with tanks that have there. So I only have 1 copy of this, but the 269th rifles. When it becomes veteran after you deploy a tank with 4 more attack, your tanks will operate for 1 less. So that's not too shabby at all. You get a bunch of tanks that are operating for near free. I put in a bunch of T-34s. I don't think that this is particularly strong because it doesn't have blitz right at 4, but it. Right? If one goes down, you can bring more T-34s in, and so that's the reason why that's there. One of the struggles I have with this deck is sometimes against decks that just have better control than I do. It's hard to win the long game, and so I've added some of these things. So you haven't seen this deck. So the Panther A, that was a new addition. We'll see how that goes. I don't know why I have 3 of these. Maybe I'm trying to get. I don't know what I'm trying to go for here. Maybe it's off the T-34. The 34th Guards plays into the 1 damage thing. And we'll talk about those cards. That's the kind of second and less important sub theme, but it is there. If I had more copies of this, I would play this. I think in the video that went up before this, I got absolutely wrecked in one of those matches. Somebody, I think, played 3 of these for 1 against me. One credit apiece. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I don't know. This is like the generic, right, special card that I think you get with one of the packs. So it is what it is. I actually kind of like the Polish T-34, right? It's got blitz, heavy armor 1. The XL doesn't really mean anything to me, but that seems really sweet. There's another tank with 4 more. 4/5 with blitz for 2. Operates for 2. I like that a lot. This is for the card draw and the triggering. This is, again, if we fall down, it's one of the few ways we can maybe climb back into a match. This is an addition I just added for this go around. We'll see how it goes. It's just going to reduce the deployment cost of all Soviet tanks, basically that have yet to deploy. So that's it. To the the damage to the HQ thing, we have Bloody Sickle, which is just good because it cycles for 1 damage. The payoff is supposed to be the 456th Rifle Regiment. I only have 2 copies in here. We may add a third. There is, where is it here? It should be at the 2 slot, or did I cut it already? I did cut it already. All right, there is this other here it is. So I have one copy of the 95th, and that would also do the same thing, and that could ping 1 damage to any other unit. But it felt like between the 4 sickles, and then we have, what do we have? We have 3, yeah, we have 3 SU-76s. That should be enough things to get this going. The other reason why I'd like this, and one of the other, it's not even a sub theme, but it's just one of the other things we kind of filled out here, was getting the P35T in. We got in 3 copies of that. If you get to go on, I think the ideal turn 1, 2, and 3 is to try to get 12th guards down. Then this comes out on turn 2 and operates for 0, and then on turn 3, if you're able to, you drop the SU-76. But if it's a little bit clunky and whatever, you don't get this. This is not a bad 2-drop to then potentially wait and drop the P35 the next turn, because again, this is going to be much cheaper with infantry. So it may not all work out as designed, but that's what it is. Dive bombing, I've just found is really good on both offense and sometimes on defense. We'll see if it sticks around. Combined arms, I'm only doing 1 of. We have a lot of infantry. We have a lot of tanks. We don't have, I don't think, do we have anything else? I don't even think I left any armor. What am I talking about? Left any air units at all, or artillery. And so that one might end up getting cut, but still, to potentially give something +2/+2 for 1, maybe get a card out of our hand if our hand is too full from cards. That's there. As I say this, I realize we are missing. Oh, I think it's an elite. I think that's why. The 3 credit. Is it 3 credit or 4 credit Panzer? I think it's an elite. I'm not going to worry about it. I've spent too much time talking about the deck tech. We have to get in there and start losing. So that is what we're going to do. And yeah, we will see how all that theory works out. But that's what the deck is supposed to do. Get some card draw off that mechanized, and then play a lot of medium armor. There's some light armor, some infantry to stall, but otherwise you're pretty much relying on the armor to carry. So we'll see. Even though I feel like I have a fair number of Soviet elites, I don't know that they actually come in too much in this deck. Yeah, so not an ideal, and anybody who knows what they're doing is going to remove this. We don't have a good turn 2 play. And I think anybody that has a way to remove it pretty much does so as soon as possible. Yeah, that was really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. But it is what it is. Looks like it's an American front line, so I don't know who the what the ally is there, but yep. And the 845th, the reason why it's in there, if you don't know, because this is supposed to be a noob's journey for other noobs, is to try to get, it's one of the ways to maybe get some health back on an HQ that we've otherwise really beat up. So they also have learned about the P35T. I think the secret is out. Yeah. Now we could go. Oh well, we can only do give a friendly tank. Yeah. So I'm not sure how much we need to think about this. Right. Well. We'll just see if we want this to hang around for a little bit longer. But if they're all about the front line, I don't really want to give it to them. They have they should have a couple of cheap ways to buff that Greyhound now, and that makes me concerned. Maybe the smarter play was to just bloody sickle it, but we don't have a payoff. I don't think we have a payoff for, yeah, we don't have any of the payoffs for it, so we're kind of up a creek there. The Panzer 3J, I guess 8 credits is where it really shines. Yeah. Okay, so we traded straight up there. And now we can... So we don't have enough to jam up the middle yet. That's too bad. But what we can do is we can just play those out. Ideally, getting into... if I could... there must be something coming here. A buff. That was interesting. So I think what we do here is we just play this out. It just seemed like if we traded in this, I understand that this is going to hit for a lot more. I get it, but we hit that, we move up. We're still going to die, right? There's no way around that. And they didn't even get to go off with this. Huh. So, what do we do? No. Ooh, that was a nice draw, I think. I guess he's gonna kill that. All right. He's got to move something up to the front line to maximize the card draw there. What are we gonna do on our turn? Do we do 269th into a T34? I don't think we have a payoff for that, do we? I don't see one. So we want to stop that from coming back. What do we do with 6? I don't feel like we have great options here. So we'll send this up to get sacrificed. So this doesn't have blitz anyways. So I guess I'd rather do that. So that's our 5-5 with blitz. Can we do, let's see, maybe. And maybe not. No, that would be, yeah. We mismathed there. That's, what is this? Right, that would allow us to draw another one. I think we'll just take... Oof. That's rough. So this one has blitz. So does this one. What do we do? Ooh, the elites. Oh. He really wants the card off of this. Well, I can understand it. Now. So we don't... we do have a 5/5 blitz. Okay. Since we don't have anything else to do, we'll do that. Yeah. Okay, we only got this 4/5 with blitz. Okay, so that'll... Oh, he didn't want to trade with that. So this is a 4/5 with blitz that would trade out with that. Okay, that would trade straight up with that if I needed it to. Well, he's got two good options. Probably no, he's got one good option. Yep, that's the one. Oh, it's too bad when it comes in that late, right? It's like, come on, man. Okay. All right. The good old American frontline deck. I think that was, it was German, right? Yeah, because they had the 2-1 that nets you the German 2-1 that nets you the card at the end of every turn you hold the front line. Yeah, I've done that. Actually, yeah. This is the only one I'm thinking about. Well, we'll keep it. And it's probably just going to be turn 2. It's so weird to have this come in turn 4. But maybe later. We'll see. Well, that's a good enough reason to bring this up now. It's good enough for me. I didn't need much convincing. I know it. I'm still at the point where I'm just gonna float credits that probably other normal people wouldn't float, but yes, a play no one has ever seen before in the history of cards. I know. Oh. Okay. So do I want to move this up and protect this? Or do I just sack this? I don't know. I'll hold it back. I mean, yeah, I don't. Yeah, we'll see what they do. Oh, really? Okay. That is formidable. There is no doubt about that. So what do we want to run headlong into this thing? One of these, one of those. Let me think. 4 and 2, so that would use all my credits. It doesn't really get me out of it. And if I attack to get rid of it. That is so interesting. That he decided. Hold that thought, buddy. So this is just a plain old 4/5 with blitz, right? Yeah, I mean the fact that I thought for sure that this Panther A was bait for him to go in and hit it. And I thought I might draw away to not have to do a 2-for-1. Which in the end I didn't, but I did get to keep this, but we'll see if it... 7 credits against America. We'll see what they got here. I don't know this card. Add an outrage. Develop a retribution. Okay, I don't know what any of that means, but... Okay, it's a 6/6. We got that. Can't do that, but I can do that. It's an interesting card. That there. Now I'm not going to win the race with them. What we got? We're on a 4-turn clock that we know of. Oh, wait, is that like an effect that sticks around for the rest of the game? Huh. Actually, I'm really confused because they didn't die at all. It must be. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. That's rough against our armor. Yeah, if there's a deck that an armor deck does not want to, or if there's a unit armor deck doesn't want to go up against, or a card. So with this, we could try to just bypass it, but I don't think it works. I think we just got to sack it to get rid of that. That's too bad. Oh, I forget. I always forget it has ambush. I always forget that card has ambush. I have done that no fewer than 3 times. I'm proud to report. The thing is, I know that I've done it more than 3 times. It's the sad part. All right, let's... Yeah, I don't... Yeah, that doesn't have... So that would take 9 to get across. And it still doesn't take that out. That 6 toughness is rough. And I think these are all too slow. We will try this once more. We'll do that and we'll do that because we don't have we have to. Oh, well, that actually helps deal with the ambush, but I don't think we're going to be around that long. So we have one more blitz tank we could do it with, and that is That is it. Do we play this out just to see what our options could be? I don't see anything here, man. Well, this to maybe take out the artillery, but I think we need everything we have. Oh no, we're of course we're 1 credit short. And of course it has smoke screen. Yeah, of course it does. I don't know what to do with that. Exile. Throw that there. I would doubt it's gonna matter, but we'll put that on there. The real tough part is that this, it's basically what, 3, 5 attack. Yeah, maybe we just play the tiger. Maybe we should have played it already. I don't know. It does seem odd in cards that it seems like everything goes the opposite of the way a battle might normally go. Not sure what the real thought there is, but it seems to me like you tend to put the artillery and the planes out last, and then you kind of like rush these light things up to the front to buff the backline. It seems like normally you would start off with artillery, and you would think some fighters and some other things, and then follow it up. But maybe it's just particular to this match. Yeah, that was just a matter of being outplayed. The cards I don't think were particularly better than what we had. It was just an opponent who knew our deck and knew how to play our cards better, so knew how to play both sides' cards better. All right. Don't know about those two. Okay. I don't know if it's right. I don't know enough about the game to know whether it makes sense to play this out first, usually, because it seems like something you'd want to buff just as you're going to attack. And so, yeah, that's why it seems strange to me. Now we have some choices here. I think I'll do the obvious, which is to go for the greedy play, which, you know, everybody knows you shouldn't do, but I'm still going to go for the greedy play. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But I found that whenever I play this out on turn 1, because I don't have other or better plays, it tends to instantly draw removal, and it doesn't really do anything because it's not something I don't usually do this with it, but maybe this is the right way. You're gonna get +1, it damages the age. Okay. Oh, and I guess he's probably got other buffs in the back there. Well, I did warn myself not to get greedy, right? And either they floated a credit or they have something else. So I'm just going to do this to do it. I don't know. It seems like as much as I want to do that, maybe the smarter play is to just get this thing off the board. All right, well, now we have this to play. I don't feel the need to move up into whatever they have, but So next turn we'll have 4, so we can't do both the 269th and the SU next turn. All right, we'll see where the... Oh! Well, yeah, that one's that got the buffs on it, so if you're going to remove something, that makes some sense. We're not under too much... I'm going to play it. We'll see what we unnecessarily walk ourselves into by going up. But I didn't want this to also get removed. I'd rather draw the 2 cards than have the -1 operation cost, because I can play this later and its effect will still come down. Blitz and salvage. The old winter regiment, yeah. So we could trade that. Or we could continue to develop our side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I might have too many cards in hand, but I don't know. Yeah, that's what I would have done too. Yeah. So we're going to trade here. Stupid smoke screen. Do they have a tank, did we think, with 4 more attack? I'm just going to guess that they don't. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Somehow we still have 9 cards in hand. I guess that's because we didn't play anything out, but yeah, we don't want any more card draw. We probably want to get this thing out. Another card I've never seen, so that's... Honestly, with the amount of self-damage we haven't been seeing, I'm not that sorry. So play that out. For some reason that didn't dawn on me. I've been playtesting too many British decks with guard, and I just always assume that fighters aren't going to be able to get in. I don't know why I assume that, but I do. Okay. Hmm. And this does have blitz. Okay, that is blitz as well. Oh. So that would trade off, yeah. Oh wait, no, that's not what they would want to do. I think they gotta kill this, right? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Where do we want to do? Well, that doesn't kill that, but that would. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we should have taken up the center there. And that's just heavy armor. That's for cards. This feels so bad. Oh yeah, and because I never have an air unit, it's never good. But whatever. Alright. That's big enough to kill that. That'll draw me a card. That'll draw me a card every turn. What do we want to do here? And I don't want to move this up and get this killed. I feel like if I'm already ahead, why risk it, right? I feel like with 10 health, I know Japan can get off if it goes under. Yeah, I mean, this is a great turn one play. It's fantastic. I actually got one of those in a pack randomly the other night, but... Alright, so if that thing never moves... I guess I should have suppressed that, right? Yeah, back when I was being stupid. Blitz. Yeah. Our opponent must have an out, otherwise I think probably would have conceded. Maybe there was an out and that wasn't it. Yeah, so again, I think he probably just drew unlucky, but all right, we're 2-1. We should definitely stop, right? If history serves as any guide for me, this would be a good time to stop, but we'll try to do better here. But again, it's all about the learning. So, either we're going to lose now or we're going to lose later, but we'll see what other people got out there. And yeah, I really got to rethink suppression, or at least the lack of air units, because and maybe it's just worth it. I mean, the Americans get the suppress for 0. This is a suppress for 1, but it will also cycle if you have, I think it's just an air unit. I think it's just a generic air unit. Man, that is greedy. Do I put this back? Because right now I have a turn 1 and 2 play. I have a turn 1, 2, and 4 play. Yeah. For some reason, I'm still stuck in Magic mode, where I think Arena mode, where if you've done everything, you can't do anything else. And okay. That was actually a pretty nice draw. So we'll see what happens here. I don't know if they're activating countermeasures or if they're just slowly building up. Gains +1 attack when your HQ takes damage, then becomes veteran if attack is 6+. Yikes. Against my better judgment, I'm going to go for the ultimate greed play. And the next turn, try to do the other 12th card. Actually, that'll probably give me too many cards in hand, now that I think about it. Right, because even if we dumped 1, 2... Plus we're going to have 1 more. So that's why I'm holding this in hand, and I've gotten a little bit more disciplined about that, because people do stuff like that, man. People are mean. Now we got a choice to make as to whether we want to ping this to build this up. I guess we do. Or do we just attack and kill it? Or we'll leave that decision up to them as to how they want to respond. And that is a blitzer, but your T-34 units have +1 heavy armor and operate. I wish I had that card. Yeah. All right, we would now have a jammed up back line. Right, so if we go this, then we don't have room to drop that. So oh, I forgot. Wait, what did I forget? Oh, it's the wrong. Yeah, right. That's just the -1 move. I was like, why didn't I draw a card? I thought. Yeah, this is like some serious heavy armor here, man. So we could put this in play and run it up here. That would leave us with 4 left. And just knock that thing out. It does have smoke screen. It does. We're in the same conundrum here. That is heavy armor 1. So I guess the only okay trade is that one. And then we go. What's the matter? Why isn't this drop? There we go. Okay. I mean, that's a free trade. That's a free trade. He's got a lot of free trades. He's definitely going to get his 2-for-1s in. Very nice. I've seen this play before. But I feel like this is the one we want to take out. And must have heard me. Because it is just going to get stronger over time, right? This is where we need the sickle. All right. So we got to move somebody up. Okay, since that didn't cost anything, we can do that. Move that up. Am I right that that trades? And we have 5 left. Do I want to move this up? Maybe not. I'm trying to think. I don't know the cards well enough to know if the Soviets have board wipes. I think they do. Okay, so we traded. Okay, it's got the Polish one. Yeah. Got it. We'll make those tanks a little more expensive there. And I guess we're just moving that up to see what we can do. I don't know. I just didn't want to leave the credit, but maybe I should have just kept it back. That's what I was a little worried about. It's like, I wonder if he can do what I can do. Probably. Right? It's a safe bet. Okay, so we'll play that. And then that. Yeah, unfortunately we didn't get the blitz off, but maybe we save this T-34 and play out that tiger. Oh, that's a dead draw against me. That's the only benefit. But yeah, he's got... And they have heavy armor, so... Alright, so we have to move something up. Yeah, I don't know what to. What was that? Oh, that was another T-34, I'm guessing. Fights a random enemy unit. That's no good. Is this not lethal? Yeah, I thought it was. All right, do we press our luck after a 3-1? Again, I feel like the right answer is probably no, but I don't think we've actually moved up in rank. We got any cool stuff on the horizon here? Wild card's okay. Emote's okay. Limited gold card, 20, a standard gold card. No, not really. Maybe the national pack at 30 is something to look forward to. I think around 35 it got a little. Yeah, I mean you get a special there, so that one's pretty good. But like it's a ways off. On crate progress. So look, I got 4 days. I'm almost up to special. Get that elite crate. If we can get one each week. So I've gotten the first 2 weeks. I got them. And we'll see if we can get one for the 3rd week. But that seems to be really key. I think that's going to be our goal. But I think I'm probably going to call it a night here. Yeah, that was the Soviet deck, or at least the iteration of it right now. There are other cards in there, right? Like 16th Rifle, I still see a lot of other people playing with, and maybe with the guards that we have, we ought to put it in there. I don't know if it's worth it to take out a suppression, because I either have to change the deck just to try to draw a card off of this, which I hate that, or probably cut this and maybe put another dive bombing. I mean, they do different things, right? Suppression is good at going after those pesky abilities, but it's a minor point. Some of these other cards I never really know about, like the 845th Rifles. I feel like it'd be great if I had a way to buff its defense so that it stuck around longer. I don't know, maybe I'm missing, maybe in a Soviet German list, maybe I've kind of seen everything there is. There are a few cards, though it feels like a lot of the Soviet buffs are a bit expensive. Let's see, so I had one, thought it was down. So like, yeah, Red October, give a Soviet tank or infantry +3/+3 for 4. I'm like, all right, but am I really going to put that one in there for, I think I have, 2 of those in the deck? No, I mean, it would work with tanks. I mean, it's mostly Soviet tanks. So that's it, maybe, but 4 credits for +3/+3? I don't know. But yeah, I'm kind of happy as it is, and we'll see what we play next time. I've been experimenting here a little bit with this USA England ramp, but it is very much in the early stages, but it's been fun. I don't know if my opponents feel that way, but it also feels like it has the potential to be very clunky and not fast enough against slow decks, or not not fast enough against fast decks, because it's a bit too slow. Though First Responders, I have 2 copies, so it's not bad. Albacore is not bad. Duress is meh. I mean, Greyhound can kind of tar pit for a little while, and then it can help. Works really nice with the Calliope. This I actually didn't love, but I just felt like I needed more 2-drops. But yeah, maybe we'll do that one in the next one. The revamped. So you haven't seen it. You saw I think you saw the Germany Jam, but I don't think you've seen this one yet. This one actually felt pretty good. I was playing it a little bit earlier, and for me, I had an unusual. It was unusual because I actually had air units in it. The Aichi. I don't have the Audacity card. I don't have that, but I have those, and I actually have that one mountain gun. So, anyways, this is fun. Hope to have you back for more, and yeah, the learning continues.